They're doing horrific things, cruel things. They have their own rationale. We may not agree with it, and it may be warped or delusional, but they have their own rationale. They don't think they're villains, for the most part. So I like the term adversary. So an adversary can be nature itself, could be, the tornado in Twister, for example. But generally we like human adversaries because, first of all, they're more fun and we see interesting interpretations by actors. So you can go from a relatively simplistic adversary like the Terminator, who basically is just death. He's just unstoppable, he's just very clear, and you take a very simple concept and you execute it in a disciplined way that becomes extraordinary because of the perfect synchronicity between the actor, Arnold, and his character, and the way that was realized, and the fact that he's an unstoppable force. And it's stated by one of the characters.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever, until you are dead.
You've just made him a very, very simple character. So that's kind of the opposite of subtlety. That's simple in extremity, which is kind of terrifying because humans are complex, and there's always the chance that we could maybe talk our way out of it, or we could negotiate, or we could buy them off, or something like that. Not going to work with the Terminator. When I got the great opportunity to direct the sequel to Ridley Scott's classic film Alien, where I went for the detail was the Alien Queen. The Alien Queen was not quite so simple a character, because there's an interesting scene in that film where Ripley does negotiate with the Alien Queen. She says, "I've got the flamethrower. There's a lot of eggs in this room. I know you care because you're a mother." So already that simple character was made more complex. Even though we never heard the Alien Queen utter a line of dialogue, we knew exactly what she was thinking, which was interesting and fun. Who was the villain in Titanic? The fiancé? I mean, I think he was an interesting character. There were a number of people who were adversarial to our main characters, but really it was fate. It was circumstance, it was destiny. So to say that there was a villain in that film, I think the villain was death. The villain was the death that you knew was there from the beginning, from the moment you bought a ticket.